You've got to eat your vegetables. Ba-da-ba-ba. I actually don't know the rest of the words. Okay. Click in the window that captures the mouse to do the mouse, and the mouse cursor is the bean with bacon mega rocket that otherwise does not appear in this game. Was that a last save? I think it was. Anyway, hello everyone, this is Zeraphon playing Keen Dreams, the weird one of the series. And I think this was where we left off. Oh, I don't even need to calibrate the joystick? Okay. Yeah, I forgot to do that, and it's still working. Yeah, it's just so weird having complete silence on the map. You don't have the walking noise from Invasion at the Vorticons, you don't have the music from the Goodbye Galaxy. It's just nothing. And yeah, that's unsettling. Okay. The apples can climb poles. That's a little concerning. Because that means more opportunity for an ambush. Wow, you fall awfully fast when you slip off of something. Is this engine always like that and I just never noticed? Okay, nothing else there. Yeah, that can just happen at any moment. Okay, I'm not going to load, at least just not yet. Not just yet. But yeah, when you have enemies that can climb poles, that means more places they can attack you from. And it feels like I should be able to... Yeah, you can jump up there. But not from up there to above. Also, this is some really creepy apples. With those legs. They're almost like spiders, kind of. I mean, not enough legs, but just the quality of the legs reminds me of spiders. So I have plenty of firepower. I should be using it. Like that. Okay, could not make that jump, but it's okay because there's land there and you can just come back up anyway. I believe the level said there are Boobus Bombs nearby, so we do need to find those. Well, not need to. What? Oh, it's a pea pod and it's spitting out peas. Okay. This isn't so bad. Alright. 10 shots and a 1-up. That's worth it. Are there any hidden passages to the side? Don't seem to be. You can never tell with these games. But yeah, the lack of music still, with there not also being constant noises, it just doesn't feel right. There's a potato. Yeah, your jump off of poles is really bad. And I don't... Yeah, it's like you fall off and you plummet like a rock. I don't remember the physics being quite like this in Goodbye Galaxy. Also, that didn't feel good. Kind of shifted to the left there for no apparent reason. Okay, this looks pointless. there's the peas. Okay, stunning the pod does not affect the peas. I wouldn't expect it to, but... Did they despawn after a while, or are they just there forever? Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything down there. There's the exit, but we haven't found the bombs yet. And they're not just right here. But there is some firepower hiding in the ceiling. Because sure, why not? Yeah, the level designers do like to hide things like that. Usually with no indication. Which is questionable level design. Okay, that is a makeable jump. So, more shots and 4,000 points. That's worth it. Yeah, there doesn't really seem to be much to this level, though. Okay, that was Appleville. Or whatever it was called, I forget already. I think we already did everything down below, so... Let's just start heading upward. There's a cave there. We did the apples. I still think that castle is the end of the game, so we'll come back here later. Yeah, it's like maybe you cleared out the front part and then the boss was in the back. Okay, and... Yeah, what was the... Okay, F6 to go straight to the screen. Save outside the cave. And escape to go back here. I was trying to right-click to cancel out of that, but apparently the game thought that meant I'm interacting with the save. Okay, that's not... Yeah, if this were Keen 3, that would kill you, but it's not. They're just decoration here. Not sure what that eyeball is. And it has an outline like it's something collectible. Just when I get closer to it, I'll save and... Yeah, there's really nothing to this level so far. Okay, blind drop. Let's just save here just in case something goes wrong. Yeah, you can't look down. Yeah, this is dangerous. And that's why I've been saving. Okay, now I can see down there. That's feeling one way. Yeah, let's give that Death Gauntlet another try. Yeah, that's rude. The thing is, tomatoes are hard to hit because of the way they bounce around, and then you also have to worry about the... whatever those things are spitting at you. Okay, you need to wait for those to disappear. Yeah, I should just save here. Okay, that's 3 guys and 8 shots. Okay, then. But now I can't go back. These look like watermelons. Okay, looks like this level just wants you to drop down somewhere. And the exit's probably on the bottom, unless there's a way to get back up. Okay, I'll save. Did collect the 3 up. Okay, here's a key. Okay, and this is how you get to the exit. What's up with that watermelon, though? Can I get there? There's an extra life. Yeah, the slanted platforms do not feel good. Okay. I guess you just ride these. One. Oh, timing slightly off. And there are Boobus Bombs in this level too, so I want those. But yeah, these diagonal platforms do not feel good. I need the key somewhere. I'm not sure where. It's probably along the bottom, though. So I don't think I saw anything else up here. Yeah, I can't see where I'm going, so save. And load. There, now I can see below me. There has to be a better way to do that. I suppose there doesn't technically have to be, but there should be. And yeah, I felt like I should have gotten in there, but it didn't work. Wait, there's 2 of them? Yeah, it seems like I'm falling too quickly to get in. Yeah, there are 2 of them. Okay, so here we ride this thing. Get off here. Save, because I'm probably going to fail this jump a few times. Yeah, his commander key moves awfully slow. Those are still a pain to hit. Right, this just push you, they're not dangerous directly. Okay, 1 up 5 shots, and there's the Boobus Bombs. Can I just slip past them? That was close, but it worked. Now I need to get back out of here. There's not like a secret pull-up, is there? And this should be easier to get back across because you don't need to time it. Alright, here you do need to wait for this to ride across the... I don't know if they're supposed to be electrified or slimed or what. Oh, so there's more of this level that I could not figure out how to get to. So let's put on the cheats and explore. So that's really what this is about, is seeing what's out there. Yeah, so there's a pole from something. This is stupidly difficult to get to even with a jump cheat. Okay, so you're supposed to come from up there, I think. Which connects to here. Yeah, this is where we fell earlier while exploring the left side of the level. Oh, and there's more shots up here. Yeah, that was the death gauntlet that led to the 3 up. There's that other, well, another watermelon cart. Yeah, you're really not good at sideways movement. But yeah, you're just supposed to jump off of this and somewhere to the right to get to those. Probably not something you're going to find unless you're using cheats or already know to look for it. Which I guess is kind of the point. They want you to buy the strategy guides. Anyway. Jump cheat off, God mode off. That was kind of a neat level. Okay, this... I don't even know what this is, so... Oh, we'll go in the level and then save, so at least I know what to call it. Brussels Sprout Bay. Okay. We will save at the entrance to Brussels Sprout Bay. Oh, that's easy enough to nail. Yeah, and these are the ones, if they get near you, they start headbanging. Like that. I mean, I have plenty of shots. I should just use them. Okay, not worth getting that last one. You can jump down through the flowers, which makes sense because you can jump up through them. I thought there was land there. Yeah, I do not like how the screen doesn't like to scroll down. Makes it very difficult to tell if you can drop safely or if you just fall in the water or other unseen obstacles. Yeah, I need to stop doing that. Oh, that should be perma-killed now. Or at least not be able to get back for the rest of the time I'm playing this level, as long as I don't restart. I'm hearing something make a vaguely flatulent noise, and I don't know what it is. If this were Keen 4, I would say the slugs, but it's not. Maybe that's them unstunning? But yeah, this game is at least the first one that lets you attack up and down. Which is a huge help. Okay, that could have gone badly. Wait, were there not Boobus Bombs in this level? No, I'm going to kill myself, exit to the map just to check. Yeah, no bombs. It's just here. I don't think it even blocks you. Huh, is this all that's left? Is there a no clipping? No, God mode is not no clipping on the map. Is it in? I kind of want to look around the rest of the map, but I don't know that I can. There may be a cheat for it, I can't remember what it is. Okay, castle. You briefly looked in here in the first episode of this. Yeah, potato soldiers are relatively harmless if you know they're there and have room to avoid them. Okay, that's the ground floor of the castle. Let's save periodically. Alright, I remember this. That's a lot of tomatoes. There better be something worthwhile here. Okay, 10 shots and 1 up, and... Oh, if you make it out in one piece, it's worth it. If not, then... eh. Pretty much need to be quick, or just throw more flowers. The timing is off. 3, 4... Okay, that's it. Is there anything else up here? Grape. The thwomps of this game. Wait, did the portrait's eyes move? I have to say they do a pretty good job with the shading and detail. You can almost forget this is only a 16-color game. Okay, that's everything on 4-2. I can't jump that high. Or maybe I can and I just didn't do the jump quite well enough. Either way. Could get there from here, but is there a point to doing so? Let's find out. Sorta, but it's not worth it. But I see a key over there. So I want to fall down on the outside of the castle. That did not feel good. And I fall right into a bayonet. That's pretty easy to get. See another key up here. Yeah, let's get the key on the outside of the castle first. Oh, also the cotton candy. Yeah, you have to jump on the edge of that, bonk your head on the ceiling. Gives you just enough distance to get there. Yeah. I'm not climbing all the way back up there when I can just load. Alright, let's do the save and load thing so I can see what's below me. Okay, there's the platform. Yeah, how did I do that so easily the first time? Okay, save here. Yeah, you don't really have momentum. And that was rude. Missed the key, though. Okay, that worked. Don't know if I can jump two of them together like that. One, no problem. Two, problem. At least when they're spaced out as far as they were. This has been a trouble spot, so we'll save here. Oh, that was convenient. Yeah, here, there are grapes on the ceiling. There's the exit. Here's the radioactivity. And that other key. So we now have two keys. This lined up pretty well, actually. Yeah, I think you're supposed to get the flowers from this tongue. Yeah, that works. Right. These you need to not jump. And they'll just leap over you harmlessly. Assuming there's room for them to. And a little further up was where the fire was. And here we want to go right now. Do I need both keys? I don't know. Yeah, those are probably the worst enemies. Okay, so you do need both keys. I don't think there's anything up these poles either. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just for getting away from the tomatoes. So yeah, you do need both keys, but you can also go up here. There's some points, some more points, and some more points, and some more points. Radioactivity is here. Can you climb on that? You can, but that tomato is causing problems. I still think the throwing enemies are worse. Okay, so you can climb on the ID. Feels like a bit of an Easter egg. Okay, and now we can go to the castle keep. This, I'm pretty sure, is the big boss. So, we have 21 bombs. I hope that's enough. I don't know if there are even more. But I think we can just kind of chuck them at him. Okay, yeah, if you chuck enough quickly enough, you just win. Boobus Tuber's hash brown like remains rained down from the skies as Commander Keen walked up to the dream machine. He analyzed all the complex controls and read on it, then pulled down a huge red lever marked on-off switch. The machine clanked and rattled, then went silent. He had freed all the children from their vegetable and forced slavery. Everything around Keen wobbled in a disconcerting manner, his eyelids grew heavy, and he fell asleep. Billy woke up looking around the room, the early morning sun shining in his face. Nothing. No vegetables to be seen. Was it all just a dream? Billy's mom entered the room. "Good morning, dear. I heard some news on TV that you'd be interested in," she said, sitting by him on the bed. "What news?" Billy asked, still groggy. "The president declared today National I Hate Broccoli Day. He said kids are allowed to pick one vegetable today and they don't have to eat it." "Aw, Mom, I'm not afraid of any stupid vegetables," Billy said. "But if it's okay with you, I'd rather not have any french fries for a while." The end. That happened. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say about it. It happened. Keen Dreams is a weird game. You can see how they're starting to improve the engine. The graphics are better, you have digitized sound effects, there's smoother animation, you can toss your weapons up and down, although tossing instead of shooting is still awkward. But your pogo stick's vanished. You kind of justified in that it's a dream world and he's not actually out in his. But yeah, they just took a core mechanic out of the game for no apparent reason. It's designed for music, but there is no music, so there's a lot of weird silence all the time. The difficulty curve feels broken. There's a lot of blind jumps, there's a lot of things that just one-shot you out of nowhere. You can stun but not permanently stun enemies, which, again, I've mentioned this before, but having not unlimited ammunition without having a permanent way to deal with enemies it doesn't feel like a good combination. It can work, but it felt like I needed to ration my shots constantly. And although I did end up with a lot of that was also abusing saves. So I don't know. I wouldn't call this a particularly good game, but it's sort of like a necessary link between Series 1 and Series 2. So something good came of it. And I guess we'll leave it at that. Yeah. Next week, I'll probably do a side thing before jumping into Goodbye Galaxy. Maybe another Atari game. Yeah, that sounds good. So yeah, come back next week if you're interested in that. Feel free to check the archives for the full playthrough of Commander Keen to this point, and all sorts of other stuff. Currently posting rainbow videos Mondays and Thursdays. That's coming near a conclusion. We're just about at the end. A few more coming up and some bonus episodes planned, and then there'll be something else after that that I haven't quite decided yet. But until then, enjoy your weekend and eat your vegetables before they eat you.